What's happening, YouTube? I hope you're doing very well. We are going to be talking about Workhorse today, and essentially how one man on Mother Earth, who originates in the UK, sold Workhorse before the Biden news, not realizing that was a thing. I saw Workhorse in a downwards trajectory. I sold for it to go and blow up. I sold all my long-term shares for a quick profit, not realizing it was going to go on such a run. You know, we live and we learn. I currently hate myself, so I've had a rough few weeks. We have a laugh over here. We have a laugh. Anyway, let's talk about Workhorse and essentially what's happening with the price action, what is going on with the news, why the stock is skyrocketing. Let's talk about it. So we do have Workhorse currently sitting at, I think it's about 38 as of speaking, 38.86. Why? Why is Workhorse doing that? I believe it is because of the Biden initiative that he's come out with. You know, with the USPS contract getting closer and closer and closer, the stock is going to obviously be expecting that, you know. So back in the day when it went up to the 30 the first time out, we could then kind of know it's going to come back down. There's no real reason for it to go up. It was because of the USPS. That didn't follow through. Stock comes down. You know, now the USPS is drawing closer and people are expecting it in the first quarter, or at least, you know, the first half of the year. So there is a lot of hype currently based around this stock. Yeah, there's no real news other than that EV Biden message is sending the stock into a surge. If we got this article here, Workhorse enters overbought territory, it certainly does. And you know, every time, we'll go onto the graph in a minute, every time we have hit that high RSI, it does actually come down. But Workhorse has moved higher as of late, but there could definitely be trouble on the horizon for the company. That is because the Workhorse is now overbought territory, about 76.18. And again, it's overbought because people are expecting a USPS announcement anytime soon, and that hype and, you know, the actual stock and the whole fear of missing out is sending the stock into a surge. So it's just, when are we going to buy in? Especially like for me, I'm really trying to think of what point I'm going to be entering in, because you know, sadly I'm going to have to buy in at a higher price. That's what I get, but again, I don't want to buy in near the, I really don't want to buy in near the 40s, and that's a bit too much for me, especially being down, you know, being down in the 20s when I got in originally. That's a hard nut to crack. Let's have a look at a couple of the indicators then. So we have the RSI down here. Currently that is in overbought. Let's really, to get a good look at the RSI, we have to take a look at every time it's been up high. So it's been up high here, it's been up high here, and you know, that's relatively high there. Every single time we have pretty much come down from that, you know. These are so this RSI gives us a good hint. You know, obviously this part here, the USPS contract, is the closest it's ever been in this area here. So, you know, that's going to be playing on people's minds massively when it comes to getting in before. You know, I think Workhorse are going to get a huge portion of the contract. So it's just whenever it's announced is going to be massive for the stock. Looking at the MACD on the daily charts, we're very high, big separation here from blue to yellow line. Every crossover point, remember, is normally when the stock is either coming down, I think let's just say here, you know, coming up. We're pretty far away from that as of this part here. Again, you know, we're very high. This is the highest it's ever been pretty much, or in that territory. So the stock is going to be volatile as hell. Let's look at the super trends along with that. So obviously we've got our downwards trend with the red lines. Every time there's a green line here, that means we're in the upwards portion of the trend. So we're currently in the green here, which is this portion here. And again, you know, it's currently green. There's no red in sight at the moment as far as the super trends are concerned, which is a good indication that the stock is probably going to remain in the higher areas, well, from a few days at least, maybe. It's hard to dictate. So we actually have a gap here around the 27-ish range. Do I think it's going to go back to there? I would love it to. It could potentially drop that way. You know, at the moment 38 is very high for what it is. again, it really depends on what's going to happen. That's why this stock is volatile, and that's what it serves you. It serves you right. Use me as an example, as you know, don't sell out too early. If you're really interested in the company long term, why sell out for a quick profit? I have made a lot of profit on swing trades with these, so you know, the swing trades kind of averages out in the end about where I would have been originally if I would have just kept in and never done my swing trades with them. But it's still a bit annoying because, you know, I actually really love the company as a whole, and I think it's going to go places. So, you know, use me as an example of what not to do. So I think that's what we can expect with price range. I do expect a drop soon. Could be completely wrong on that. Who knows? Who absolutely knows? I'm going by RSI mainly. I think we're in overbought. We're too overbought. Every other RSI has indicated a drop, so that's what I'm going to go with. You know, I've been wrong most times, so just do the opposite and you'll probably make a load of money. Anyway, that was my little Workhorse video. Let me know. I want to know any companies that you've had that you've sold out too early and you have lost on big buck. I did it with Neo. I did it with Neo as well when I first sort of got into trading. I had Neo when they were around, I think they were around 15, and I bought so many shares, and I pretty much went all in on them. And then I started to scare myself because I was new to the whole thing, so I started diversifying my portfolio. Before you know it, Neo's up to 50, and I'm out there crying. So I've missed out on a lot of money, probably about 5 to 10 grand in that range, whilst trading. But you know, I've made a lot of profits as well, so I can't complain. Anyway, let me know in the comment section if you've done that yourself, if you've sold out too early on a stock you really like, you know, maybe trying to swing trade, maybe trying to be a bit smarter than you are at the moment. You know, let me know. Hit me in the comments if you like Workhorse, you've got shares in Workhorse, you think the company's going to do well. If you ever sell, or let me know. I always respond in the comments. Anyway, I'll see you in another video probably today. We're going to do 3 videos today. Really go for it. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out, people. Have a good one.